And we are live. If you're watching us live on YouTube or you're watching a replay of this, you know the deal. I'm going to be helping a handful of agency owners grow their business all the way from client acquisition to service delivery, all kinds of cool stuff. If you like this video, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Also, if you'd like to be on one of these coaching calls, just go to the description within this video, click the description, the link within that, and you can book a call to have a conversation with myself and see if this is a good fit for you or not. All right, without further ado, enjoy.
Hello, hello.
Yo, yo.
How are you doing today, Mr. Koshik?
Beautiful. Cannot complain. You're looking spiffy today.
Yeah, thanks, man. I finally got, my ears lowered and
Mhm.
actually put on human clothes and decided to come out of the cave and
Are
had
those
two
the
sales meetings today.
Ray-Bans or are those the Meta Ray-Bans or are those something else?
Yeah, these are the displays, so they actually have the neural band. So I
Okay.
tap, my screen comes up and everything.
Is that the Gen 2, 1, 3?
So these are the Gen 1s of the Meta display. So they've got the actual in-lens display right here. You can't really see it easily, unless you have it on, but it's basically right
Yeah, yeah.
there. But I can
That's
see it
good.
clear as day.
Yeah,
But they each have transitions and stuff, so they're pretty sick. I love them.
yeah. I'll have to ask you a few questions. I was thinking about getting some, so
Yo, ask away. I've had the Gen 2s, the Gen 3s, and these. I've had
yeah.
all of
Cool, cool. Yeah, I'll reach out to you in Slack about it. But talk to me about the sales calls. What happened?
them. So the DM structure that this Dylan guy from Chat Funnels that I integrated in is working like really well. And my
Okay.
VA's taking it really well. So I booked in that and I started testing some other ads. I'd love to pass them by you to see because messaging wise is what I'm curious about, not like whatever, but it's more like I found one that's getting like super hyper low cheap followers leads in. We're talking like currently it's only like a couple days in, it's like a buck 68 or so.
Okay.
But it's now looking at the quality of followership and everything, so it's getting a mixed bag, but it is still occasionally pulling in the right person at a very good level.
Okay.
So,
So,
and I've tried to
we'll
update my
talk about that.
KPIs to match.
Yeah, we'll look at the numbers, but um I guess let's just do that. Let's just take it, we'll look at the numbers, and then we're just going to go step by step in terms of ads, and then the discovery call, the sales call, and we'll kind of see what the bottlenecks are and what's going on. Um,
I
so go ahead.
I do have something I want to show you later, though. I don't know if I showed you this thing, but I've got the background as the magician. I've got something here that I think is a killer ad, and I've
Okay.
tested it a few different ways. Well, fuck, let's do it real quick. But basically, it's the idea of having a low budget, say for example, like $5, right? Um, and then what you do is you put it into a machine, like an ad system, and you 5x it, 10x it, 15x it, and even 20x maybe the
Very
money coming in. So I know there's something to be able to utilize this inside of an ad too, and I'm trying to figure out the perfect way to do it because the things I've worked so far have not done it, but I feel like there's something there with that. So I don't want to get sidetracked. I wanted to get that in your head too.
Yeah, no, just remind me, after we've kind of gone through everything, but there's some stuff that kind of comes off the top of my head based off of that. Yeah. Okay. So do you want
KPIs.
do you want to send over a link, or do you want to share your screen and I can kind of click around, or how do you want to do this?
However you would prefer. I can just pull it up because I've pretty much got it right here,
Okay,
and I'll let you poke around everything on it.
cool.
Send request. Cool, cool, cool. And let me get to the right page here. There you go. You can feel free to, if you want remote control to make it easier, feel free. All right, but I just really started updating, keeping things, and we also set a new rule: warm leads are now going to be counted as um uh qualified leads, essentially.
Okay.
That's something that I'm going to try and track, and I don't know how to add this. This is something again, maybe you can give me some guidance on. I'd like to add this to that master sheet, but I'm scared to even fart around this thing because I feel like one click and I'm going to ruin everything because spreadsheets make me anxious AF.
Okay.
So,
Um, yeah. For me, I add things, man. Like my Excel sheet initially had like 10 things on. Now it's got literally 50 things. I just keep adding things onto it based off of what I feel is important. So, you know, it's probably worth putting in there like, hey, what's a qualified lead from cold qualified lead, warm qualified lead, and what does that even mean? Like, is it warm because they're from retargeting, or is it warm because it's outreach? Like, like you should define that and have that on Excel, like for sure. Um,
yeah.
so that
I
being
guess we could
said,
just add a column to it just as, qualified lead. And that wouldn't affect any of the mathematics either, I'm guessing.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how you've got, the stuff set up.
Neither
But
do I. That's the problem.
yeah, so it seems like like there's stuff here and it feeds into like maybe the overview, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So what am I looking at in terms of like where's the data good? Like May 1st, 2nd, like where am I looking?
So basically, mainly, um, let's say, like this week. So let's say what, 5th to like, I guess, 11th. Why not? Because today's the 11th.
Okay.
Or is it 11th? Today's the 11th.
Okay. So basically it sounds like May's pretty good then. If May is good, were you running ads the first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no,
And
no, I'd say more. It's like again it's probably the 5th or to the 11th, because that's about the time we came back in contact. I'm like, shit, I've got to make sure that
so May 1st, are you saying you were running ads or not? Because if you're not running
I
ads,
was, I
okay.
was.
And
Yeah, sorry.
do you think that this is close or not close?
I think it's close. Yeah,
Okay. If it's close, then we'll say fuck it and we'll just rock
just
with it.
count May.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just gonna count all of May. All right. So May, is that right? I don't know if that's right, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say it
Is that
should
right?
be a lot more followers than that. Maybe he's not counting him right.
Because we got 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 3, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. No, it's right.
Yeah.
All right, so we got 28 followers. Um, what is your cost per follower? Um, I wonder, what I'd love to do is I'd love to like duplicate this and then just add my own stuff in there, or no? Are you scared?
Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. Because I don't know my way around spreadsheets at all. Like it sounds stupid, but I do not know anything about these, and I would be like totally like I don't know what to do. I can definitely tell they're not organizing followers correctly or getting the right attribution for followers. So I'm gonna have to figure out why that is. I didn't notice that until we looked at this just now. Because we had 28 probably in the last like 2 days.
Okay, so yeah, this isn't making a whole lot of sense because this is telling me that you spent, that doesn't make sense in terms of ad spend, right? Because that's saying your cost per follower is 42 bucks.
Yeah, well, I'm guessing what happened. Well, I just kind of put the ad spend I'm going through the week. So I guess that probably could be screwing it up a bit too. Or yeah, see, it's kind of floated out there a few days. But it also might be applying it for the whole month. I don't know.
So you want to set this up where I would say it is like you take the total of this and it should like automatically populate. So right now, let's just like Yeah, so make a note of this, man. So I'm gonna leave it up to you to figure this out. You want to set it up where like again, whenever you have followers, it automatically seems to be pulling into this. Perfect. You want to do the same thing with the budget. Don't like put some random budget in there, like, oh, I plan on spending. No, no. Like whatever you spend is what should go there.
Yeah,
Just
that's what I've got in there currently is what I was spending those days. Yeah, yeah.
six. So
Um,
6 times 6 plus 65
oh,
plus
here's my pen. All right.
65. So your ad spend, assuming you spent money on the first, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, you spent 645 bucks.
Yeah, and technically closed 5K, so
So
not bad. That's a little under 10x.
so I want you to update this, okay? I want you to figure this out. I want you to figure out how to automatically figure populate this. Because now our numbers are more, numbering, right? Now it's like $23 per follower. So is this good or bad for you?
That's way too high. Yeah.
Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna insert column left and we're gonna say cost per qualified follower. Okay, so what I mean by cost per qualified follower is out of the 28, how many of them um, insert column left qualified qualified follower. So how many of these would you say are like qualified, like good? Like
Um,
so again,
I
you might not know. So before you say you don't know,
yeah.
you have homework. Your homework is I want this updated from now on.
Okay.
Okay. Qualified followers and then cost per qualified follower needs to be updated or I will murder you.
Okay.
I don't care about added to CRM. That doesn't matter to me. DM sent. Um,
Oh shit! Did my pen just die on me? Come on. Oh, bastard.
so cost per DM sent is going to be equals this divided by this. This doesn't make any sense. Conversations. Um, like everything that you have, man, needs to be cost per, not just a number thing, but it's cost per. It's super important to have cost per.
This is something I've not really been taught very well on, so I appreciate you laying this down, by the way. Like, I'm just trying my best to keep notes and make sure I'm understanding everything correctly.
You're good. Basically, my thing is you find out the most important things you need to know, which is going to be number of followers, number of conversations, number of, hey, uh, hey, why don't we hop on a call? Number of people that say yes to those calls, um, number of calls that actually show up. All of these are the most important things. And what you need to do is you need to have cost per. So if you need to go back to this part of the video, 1229, make a note to yourself and add these in. Okay. So I expect that next time as well, man.
Okay, gotcha.
We need to have all one, we need to have these things, and then also we need to have cost per.
Okay. Let me.
So that's what
I'm
I'm doing right now is I'm taking all these important things, I'm doing cost per. So I'm adding the cost per in there.
That's awesome.
And now you'll have a better idea of if your shit's actually like working or not, man.
That's brilliant. I love it.
So it's like right now, what I'm seeing, what this is telling me is that you're spending $215 to basically, so here's what this is kind of telling, based off of what you've told me so far, is that hey, I got 28 followers. Out of the 28 followers, at least three of them were good. Probably five of them were good. And then
Mhm.
out of those five, three of them responded. And I said, hey, dude, do you want to hop on a call? So basically, it's costing you $215 to initiate that. And then your cost per discovery call, we're going to go and get that right now, which is expensive. Like this is fucking expensive as fuck. I mean, I guess it's not terrible if it's qualified. That's not bad actually. So basically, you're basically spending $161.25. I would assume these four people are like good people. Like these are like, hey, it's worth having a conversation with these people. These are closable people.
I
Like
think
these
there's
are actual
been
business.
one that wasn't, but yeah.
Okay, well then this isn't bad, bro. Like you're spending $161 to have like a conversation with somebody that is closable. Not bad at all. Like that's healthy. Now let's go ahead and see what things look like week to week. Also another thing I'll say, man, is what I also like another piece of homework is even though I'm giving you this, this is the macro of the month. You need to be having these things also like on the daily. So these things that I'm adding in here, like you need to be having these as well in May. Because what I want, because and the reason that's important is because I'm not a huge fan of day by day. I know that this is what Brand Forbes does. I know this is because Mason's shit looks like this. I'm not a
Yeah.
huge fan of it. I like seeing week by week because day to day fluctuations are like just it's too much. You need to I like having things broken up into weeks. So so homework one is all these things that I'm giving you here. I want to see them in here on the daily. What I also like you to do is I'd like you to duplicate this and make a weekly. Because weekly is
Okay.
like because what we're gonna do is next week, man, is we're gonna have a look at the numbers from this week and compare them to next week, and we're gonna see like, hey, are things good? Are they getting better? Are they getting worse?
Okay. All right. My only big worry on that is I have to do some research because I have to like I don't want to screw any of this. Well, I'll make a copy of this and screw that one up if I do.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Like
just like always apprehensive on this stuff because I'm looking going like, oh crap, I got to add rows into it because I don't need to add any of
you're
the
going, you're gonna need to add like these, like cost per,
yeah.
right? Like whatever this sheet looks like is what you need to have on here. And again, you can duplicate if you're worried about messing it up. And
Should I
again,
have it on that daily though with those? Is that what you're saying? Just so I
so ba-
understand.
so basically, here's what I'm saying is this is like so basically what I'm saying is I want to see a monthly version, a weekly, and a daily.
Okay.
The way I have my stuff is I look at everything on a monthly basis because I don't need to look on a weekly basis. But for you, we need to have a look at a weekly basis because again, we just don't we're in the dark and we need to see things. Here's what's going to happen, Jacob. You're going to feel a lot better here in about 4 weeks. Here in about 4 weeks, once we notice a pattern and see if things are moving in the right direction, that's when things are going to become more clear, especially by week 8. By week 8, you're going to be like, oh, okay, I fucking get it.
Okay.
Right now, I don't know if you know this. I don't know if you're spending, I don't know if you knew that you're spending $161 to have a qualified discovery call. Like, did you know that?
No.
Yeah, like that's like crazy to me, bro. And I don't say that in a mean way. It's like, it's just like,
No, no, no. I get it. I get it.
like this is like right now, I can tell you, man, like my cost per acquisition is, like $150 and I'm not willing to spend more than that. If it jumps up to 600, like, I'm shitting the bed. My cost per initiate checkout is half of that. Like I know my numbers. You got to know your numbers, man.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
So intro calls taken. So answer column left, cost per intro call. Closing calls book, cost per closing call, closing cost per closing call taken. All right, so I think that's pretty much everything I need for now. So let's go ahead and just like see what this number is. I'm curious about this one. Equals boom divided by boom. So yeah, I mean, dude, you're spending $129 for a live sales call. Let's just say theoretically, Jacob, like let's say your close rate is just 10%, right?
Hmm.
If your close rate is 10%, man, and these are all like qualified people, 129 times 10, it should cost you 12.90 to close a deal,
Hmm.
right? And that's what I'd like to see. Now, if your close rate is like, and again, this is where things should like make sense. Average close rate is what, Jacob?
Like 20%.
Yeah, 20 to 30%. So if your close rate is not 20 to 30%, it's like 10% or 5%, 3%. Like again, this goes back to literally my what I've been asking you for the past, week or so is like, bro, like we need to see what your conversion rates are and all that stuff. That means you need to work here, bro. It's not your ad level. It's here.
Yeah.
It's all those things I sent you the voice note over and the stuff you've been studying with Colburn. Like that's what you need to be working on, assuming they have some money.
Yeah, and I'm going through the Cole Gordon stuff again, and it's really enlightening. 'Cause it's just, I watched a long time ago, but here, the problem I have too is I get so much conflicting freaking everything on sales. It's crazy.
No, just I promise you, study his stuff. I don't know how much you know about like what's been happening the last 3, 4 years, but everything comes from basically Hormozy, him, Jordan Belfort. Like every
Yeah, I've noticed that.
three. So it's like, and
Is
I
Cole
again,
from Columbus?
yeah, he's from Ohio. Yeah.
That's what I thought. Do you know the guy or something or?
No, I don't know him personally.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
curious because I'm
But
like,
but what I will tell you, man, is like I follow his stuff. It works really well for me. I've given it to if it works very well for them. So just like follow the damn thing. It works, right? Just pick him. Fuck
yeah,
Hormozy, fuck Belfort. Just pick that guy, study that guy. Fuck what you've heard from other programs. Just fuck all that, right? Because again, where you came from, they didn't even give you any script or anything. So like fuck all them. Just follow this stuff. Right.
understood.
Um, okay. So based off of this, man, it's like this is the first day I feel like I'm starting to be able to see some stuff for you. Like
Thank God.
like, okay, we're spending $23 for a follower. What do you think the follower needs to be?
A follower needs to be
Like
for
the cost.
just a follower. We're talking like $5.
But here's the thing, is if you're spending, again, we have to look at it from a week to week, but if you're spending $23 for a follower and you're getting some, like, if the numbers are ugly, so here's another thing I'll tell you. A lot of people, they focus like, oh, let me look at like, yeah, you do want to like look at the pipeline go in order sequentially, but here's the rule, like the game of, trumping, right? Trump, the most important number is always going to be the stuff down here on the side. So
Yeah.
even if your numbers are fucked here, but they're good here, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, I know that's just the standard cost per like we're not talking qualified follower, we're talking just follower in general. Is it generally you're aiming for like between $5 and $10?
I know, I hear you, but what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say is that if your cost per follower is $5, $10, and you're just getting a bunch of traffic that's terrible,
Yeah. I know what you're saying there. Yeah.
okay, then it makes more sense to spend $20 for a follower if it's actually qualified.
Yeah, yeah. I was just answering your question of like what I've typically looked for in number wise for that in the past. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's about what it was. But yeah, I would say it's probably about $30 per qualified follow, be my
yeah.
guess.
Well,
If I just
we're gonna
looked at
figure
it.
it we're gonna figure it out because
Yeah.
you're gonna update this for me next week.
Okie
Um,
dokie.
so cool, man. So again, there's not much to say. Like I don't have anything. So here's the thing. I don't have anything to compare this to. That's why I shouldn't have
I
even you asked.
know. That's why I
But
wanted to focus today on getting myself on the straight and narrow so we have something to compare it to.
and thank you so much, man. Jacob, this helped me tremendously to be able to help you do it.
No, thank you, Koshik. It's helping me a lot too, believe me. Because I'm realizing very quickly I was taught nowhere near enough about this stuff and just told it's important.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll have a look next week, and then I think I'll have a lot more clear. I'll have more clarity next week, and then more clarity the third week, and then by the fourth week, it's gonna start clicking for the both of us. And then by 8 week, you're gonna know like your fucking numbers. You're gonna know when to shut off an ad, when to not shut off an ad. You're gonna know all that stuff. It's gonna take us about 4 or 5 weeks to know that, though.
Can I can I ask you a question real quick? Because maybe you just know a better way to do this.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to put the qualified follower thing in here. Is there a way to mass add this across like the whole thing really quickly, or is it just like one at a time going through here and being like, insert row below, Q follower. What do you
Yeah,
think?
I think you're gonna so fuck like all the other months. Like just worry about May for now.
Okay.
Um, yeah, just worry about May for now, and let's just do that for now.
Okay. I need to talk to him because he's definitely not putting in the right follower numbers here too. That is definitely wrong. Like 110%.
Okay. Yeah,
So
if your guy is not updating, go murder him because I will kill him for you if he's not.
no, I just think he's just doing what he was told, which I told him like, yo, compare the followers at the beginning of shift into shift, but you know,
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think it's very
So
accurate.
let's, again, I already kind of gave you what some things to do and come back to Fathom if you miss something, but we don't need to be updating that stuff right now. For now, in terms of this stuff right here, it looks to me, right? Again, I need, I'm on the wrong one. Um, for me, I mean, bro, like it's insane. Like if you keep up these numbers, $645 for a close, like there is nothing broken in your business. So that's that in terms of your numbers. Let's come back next week and then we'll have a look. What else did you want to focus on?
Well, I wanted to show you what kind of, I don't know. Is this the best? Let me ask you this: is the best use of our time? Because I mean, you said yourself like it doesn't look like things are screwed at the ads level, but like I'll kind of show you what I mean. Like we're getting qualified followers in. Like I said, it's like a 1 in 6, and maybe that's just fine. 'Cause, I mean, you still have to filter through everyone no matter what. But I'm just wondering, like we said, like I was saying, messaging on my ads more, trying because these two are like the ones that are winning right now.
Okay.
And I mean, this is gonna be pretty hyper local to you. I think it's gonna load. No, I don't know why this one refuses to play on desktop, but I'm just like curious because I realized something. It's like it's an image of the continent is the hook, right? And I'm like, okay, this text hook will fix that. But I'm realizing we're also getting a lot of lower end people that are like, oh, I live by there in the continent, you know. But then like thug monkey,
Right.
that kind of shit. But I don't know. I was just curious if you had any thoughts on
What another
messaging.
thing, another thing, let's do this. So another piece of homework for you. So this is also something I do. Go back to Excel.
Yeah.
What I want you to do is because you need to be able to understand input versus output. We need to understand like what is making what difference. So I feel like, yeah, do this on the daily. What you want to do is on the daily, I want you to have something in there. So, um, so,
Hmm.
So now we're going to be able to see what input makes what output effect, right? So we're going to look at your numbers, but also going to know like, okay, well, on the 6th, he launched a new ad. And so therefore, when we see the numbers on 7th, 8th, 9th, it's like we know it's a tribute to this. When
Hmm.
you, for example, start closing higher, closing more deals, okay, we know that it's the offer, for example. Like we need to be able to know what's causing these numbers, what's affecting those. Does that make sense?
Hmm. Yeah,
So
it does.
I know this is a lot, but like this is the shit I do, and that's what works for me.
Yeah, I know. I just need to shut up and follow the path, man.
Yeah.
Well, let me go ahead and input one of those right now for Friday then, because that day I did close this guy because I was testing out selling at a 5K price point.
Battery 15%.
Whoops.
Glasses for full functionality. And so, when you say selling at 5K, like you need like use as many words as possible because I promise you, when I had my Excel, I'll look back like a year and it'll be vague. So you need to like you just use make sense. Like so, for example, you started offering 5K, or was it like 5K downsell or whatever? Like
Yeah, collected a point. I'll put PIF. That's what I tested that day. I did test that earlier today with the barber shop I met with. She's on her bottom dollar. Like, I'm gonna need to do a down payment thing for her for sure. I'm thinking collecting 1,000 and then going from there. But um, yeah,
okay, give me a second. I'm gonna be right back.
no worries.
Okay, I'm gonna give you something else to track. I just thought about it. Is,
That was such a good intro.
is there a way for you to know which ad brought in which follower?
God, I wish. But I think I know what you're gonna say, and I've been doing a little bit of it.
What's that?
Asking him what ad brought him in, basically.
Go to your followers really quick. Like
User.
go to that thing that shows like the followers coming in, because how sometimes it says like this person came in from a follower, or this follower came in from an ad.
This is the problem with that. They took that away. It sucks. They just changed this actually. Everyone
Hmm.
just say stop following you now. Because this one definitely didn't come in from the ad, for example. And like this one definitely did.
This one definitely did not come from the fall ad, and this one definitely did.
Yep. Yeah, they took it away for everyone. It no longer says followed you from your ad anymore, which is a pain in the butt.
Okay, so so let's do this. Let's go back to your Excel. And then we're going to add in another tab.
Can I do it this time so that way I can know what I'm doing?
I'm not going to be duplicating anything. This is just like,
Okay. Oh, you're just
so,
adding another thing here. Okay.
so,
What's up, Stuart?
Hey guys,
Good to see you, man.
you too.
so that's it. Like, I mean, I don't know what else to put on here right now. For me, I do DM ads and I was able to track it because I put like something very small in the upper right hand corner so I can see, which ad somebody comes from. In this particular case, it sounds like you can't, but what I want you to do moving forward is as many conversations as you can have. So, so again, write this down. This is now a responsibility of your setter. I don't know how to do it in the flow. I don't have that answer for you to do at the very beginning, middle, and wherever, but you need them to put in there which ad they can. Because I don't, what the fuck are you gonna do? Like send over 100 ads? I don't, it doesn't make sense. But I need you to figure out, I need this, I want you to update this.
Okay.
So
So
every
just
single
basically track that and keep it
yeah,
going.
yeah. And this way we know which, again, input output. We know which ad is bringing in what.
Yeah, because that's the tricky thing about this funnel in particular is just like which one did they come from? It's a tricky thing.
And to be honest, most likely the best way to do it is going to be when you're on that discovery call. Because like a lot of, you know what I mean? Like the setters are not going to be able to get everybody to respond, obviously. So when you do have a discovery call, I will murder you, Jacob, if you don't do this. My expectation is that whenever you have a discovery call, this is on you. So if you
Hmm.
have a discovery call, you need to be like take a second to show them or whatever and be like, which one of these? And use
I
your best.
have been. The
Okay.
problem I've had so far is a lot of them are like, "Oh, I can't remember exactly what it is you said, but it really resonated with me. Something about how we don't adapt to the times." And
Okay.
it's like, oh man, I've got so many videos. I've actually found a lot of the people coming in, believe it or not, not really been from the ad, but from the organic posting I'm doing, believe it or not,
Yeah. Add.
which is interesting. I've had a couple people come in from that alone.
So now we're going to go and put this in here so that we know,
Yep,
whether it's an ad or whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay. So let's update this as well. Let's track this as well.
got you, bro. I'm on it.
Cool. All right. What else is top of mind in terms of Excel for you and data?
That's it. I think that hits. That is just a good little masterclass.
Yeah,
That was great.
good,
This
good.
is. I wish I had known this sooner, man. Because like, people have gone over it with me, but not.
Yeah, I know.
You made it important. You actually quantified it. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's all good. We're good now, man. This is the first, I think you know, uh May we're getting started on it. Again, give it 4 weeks and you'll be in a completely different place. But anyways, I feel like I'm rambling with that. Anything else before we move on and talk about other things?
Uh, I don't want to take away because I know it's Stuart's time right now. So I mean, I can hang out for a second and swing back around if that would be better.
Were your questions just like wanting to kind of like check out some creatives and just kind of get my opinion? Is that kind of where your head's what was that?
Nailed it.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it for now.
Did you record your sales call?
No, it was an in-person meeting.
Okay.
Both of them were.
Um, um, the sales calls that you typically do, are they typically over Zoom or are they live in person?
It depends if it's like honestly, if don't feel like they're really a high quality lead, I don't typically do the in person.
Hmm.
You know, if I'm kind of unsure where they're at. But I try and do the in person more often than not because my close is definitely higher.
So another thing, again, this is also something how the guys do. Um, so um, write this down, reminder, because I'm not gonna. Okay,
Already on it.
so if I let me see if I can. What I should pull up here. So again, this is you didn't have access to this, but like this is the kind of stuff we're doing. We're tracking a whole bunch of stuff. So as you can see, there's literally you're tracking like five things, dude. We're tracking 43. Big difference. And then also we're recording all these calls so that I can have a look. So I don't know if you're doing this and putting these into your Excel. This is absolutely mandatory as well. So I want you to start doing this as well.
Okay, for this, make sure I'm not missing something. So what am I doing on this sheet right here then?
So what I'm saying is that what I want you, here's what you want to write down. What you want to write down is click the Excel that is within the program. So you go into like day one under the intro. Um, so I'll show you. So if you come into, for example, the center marking sheet code, you come into welcome.
Okay, hold on, my
And
here.
then what you're going to do is click here to download my Excel spreadsheet. And so what's going to happen is you're going to have this. So here are all the things I have now. So miscellaneous
Are
advice.
you? I'm sharing my screen, by the way.
Oh,
So I don't know.
have a look at my screen. I'm not looking at your screen.
Oh, I didn't know you were sharing your screen. It's still have mine up. Okay. I was just gonna say, I'm like, what's happening right now?
Can you see my screen now?
Yeah, now I can.
Okay. Sorry about that. Like with that.
No, you're okay. I was just so confused at first. I'm like, why do we have this like great quietness that we've got going on right here?
You're good. So this is what I meant is like your Excel has like five things that you're tracking. This is
Yeah.
what we're tracking. So as you can see, he's tracking like 43 things. There's a lot of stuff that we're tracking.
Nice.
Um, and then we have call recording. So what you want to do is you want to come into the program, you want to come into, section one, step two, and then click here to download my Excel. And then that's going to pull up something like this, or it's going to pull up this exactly. You want to make a copy of it. So various things that have like miscellaneous advice and to-do list from Koshik, expenses tracker, so you can track your expenses, ads ROI calculator, that's not important. But like this is what I give the guys now. So as you can see, like there's 30 things here for you guys. Obviously yours is a little bit different because you have a follower funnel. But then what I'm referring to is the call recordings. And so what I want to do, what I want to see from you from here on out, man, is I want this to be updated. I want you to have a tab. So name of the business owner, the date of the call, whether it's a discovery or sales call, what ended up happening. I want you to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. I want you to type in there why you gave it that rating. And then I want you to type in here, like coaching yourself, like, okay, here's what I need to be doing in the future. Here's what I learned from that. I made this offer. I should have been doing this, or I didn't read their body language right, or whatever. I lost them at this point. This is like self-coaching. And then a link to each of the calls. Again, if you're using Fathom, it is what it is. Fine. I know you probably use that instead of Loom, but I can't,
I
I
use
don't.
both.
Okay, so good. So that's what I do, right? So I'm recording this through Zoom, but then everything is Loom. Because if you have Looms, I can actually come in here, click, I can leave comments, I can coach you.
Mhm.
So this is like I want to see this moving forward, okay?
Okay.
So if we
Or
go back to stop share, if I come back to so just make a note to yourself of like adding that tab on. So like reference mine and then go into your Excel and then add that on because I want to see your discovery and sales calls moving forward.
okay.
Because I again, I firmly believe that's your issue, man. It's there's something going on there. Are there ad things? Probably, but like that's a big part of it. Your sales call most likely. Okay.
Thank you,
Well,
Koshik.
yeah, dude. I think that's it. Anything else? If the last thing was just like, having a look at your ads, yeah, I'll circle back to you after I've helped out Stuart and the other.
Yeah, yeah. Help everyone else first. I'm good.
Okay, cool. Mr. Stewart, how you doing? Anxiety,
Good.
chill. How are we doing?
Yeah, I'm chill. I'm chill. Still a lot to do, but yeah, taking just taking it one step at a time, trying to get everything done. So just finished recording a show with my wife, so now we're was trying to get that wrapped real quick and get to this, and
Yeah,
I made it.
good, good, good. How was recording the show? It's good.
Good, good. Went a little started a little late, so went a little later than we'd hoped, but always trying to make it a little bit better. So
Yeah,
changing up some lights and moving set pieces around. You can't see it, but I'm in my studio right now.
yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. Well, where do you want to take our conversation today?
Well, I know like I need to just follow through some of the videos and make sure that more where I'm at, like checking things in the progress, but I don't know, maybe just show you what I think I got all the funnel stuff done. I can just share my screen,
Sure.
do that. Let's see here. Just do that. Okay. Is that coming through?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, so got the opt-in page. I'm going with Middle Tennessee since like
Is
if I
that
say
something that,
Nashville,
yeah, I was just gonna ask you, is that like what the folks know in that area? Like when they read it, that's like, oh,
yeah,
you're local. Okay,
people know like Nashville, Franklin, Brentwood, Spring Hill, Middle Tennessee. So
cool.
yeah, I got all that set. Changed it here. I don't know if I need to change the color or not. I think it works for me.
Yep.
And then I think that was it on this one. Should like leaving the
Yeah, leave it.
client testimonies, just leave all that. Don't
Just
do
leave
any.
it. Don't mess.
Okay.
You if you want to change the testimonies, you're welcome to, but honestly, it works, so it's up to you.
Yeah. Okay.
I recommend just leave it.
And then just going to are some of the am I using every single one of the pages or some of them no longer used? I know there's like application page here.
So I have like the way I have it set up, I'll have to look at it from the other view to see all the pages in case. But I gave people multiple pages because there's like a paid page and there's like an organic page if you have like
Okay.
organic traffic. Um, but yeah, this
Okay.
page is here.
Yeah. So I got my forms built.
Cool.
I think everything's good there. Just going to the next.
And then have
Think,
you, when it came to that page, did you require each of the fields?
yes, everything that was listed is required, I believe. I can go back here and check if you want.
Yep. Every single one of those should be required. I think maybe Mason, when he created like the thing, he may have not made every single one of those required. So when you,
Business website. Yeah, I guess that should probably be like they should have a business website, right?
well, some people do or don't, but at least they
Maybe
should
just
type
say
something. What you
like
can do,
type NA.
yeah, they'll usually type in like NA. You can, if you want to edit that, what's your business website? If you do not have a business website, please input NA.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think everything else so required. Only thing's not if there's anything else.
The reason I just bring that up is again I saw some people like I think Ron or whatever, and because again I didn't create I created the funnel within ClickFunnels. I gave it to Mason. Mason created the snapshot, and then some things I noticed for some members where it's like people opt in, they'll apply, but then some information will be missing, like the revenue, and it's like no, we absolutely need that information. So maybe if you have something to write on, double triple check that to make sure every field is required, and then
Okay.
edit it where again NA.
Okay, yeah, I'll sweep back through. I worked on it kind of late into the night, so there's a good chance I missed one or two, but I think that's all good. Oh, I put for now I don't have the this is my my
Mhm.
business phone number
Uh-huh.
uh which is just through a service, so like it sends to my personal phone whatever right now. And I can get texts and stuff there right now, so I don't know, but for the automation, I'm sure probably want something um within high level. I'm guessing if they're going to say text-free video or does it matter?
I'm sorry, rephrase your question, please.
So I put my business phone number here. This is not a phone number I have in high level yet. It's just my business phone
I
that it's like an app service that just sends it. But I didn't. I was like, I'll get that in there for now, and then I can
Do
change
you
it
have
later.
did you create a phone number and register that in Go High Level or not yet?
I haven't done that yet. No.
Okay. So, um, yeah, you definitely want to make a note to yourself to do that as soon as possible because it's just going to keep things clean. You're going
Okay.
to pull your hair out a little bit because you're going to have leads here and there. It's going to be hard to keep them organized.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll make sure I get that. Um.
I would hyperlink your Instagram as well.
Oh. Okay. Gotcha. Oop, actually, put that in. Okay. I'll make sure to do that too. And then, sorry, just go to the next one. Kickoff form.
So do you know what this is?
This is the kickoff page, like after basically the onboarding once they've signed up, right?
Yep.
I don't
Yep.
think I don't recall going through this with you. So
No, no. Oh, no, no. You filled this out afterwards. So remember, you opt in, you actually left this page, and then I sent you a link to come back here.
That's right. That's right. Yep. Okay.
Also, I was thinking about this, Stuart. Remember how our last conversation I said, hey man, like I just want you to just have peace of mind. What I would love for you to do, Stuart, is I would love for you to do an onboarding. And again, afterwards, if you don't want to take them on, you're welcome to refund them and tell them, hey, look, I'm busy, come back to me in a few months, and then maybe I can help you out. But I would like to see you do an onboarding.
Okay. Okay. And then I know you have videos, I think, on
Oh
going
yeah.
through this whole process with them too. So,
Yep.
got my form built. I think everything there is good.
Yes.
Required. Business models. That one I think was left unrequired, but and then anything else.
Yep. Looks good.
Okay. Next. Thank you page. I think that's all. There wasn't anything to change there.
Great.
Okay, yeah. So this one, I remember you basically gave me my own copy. So I'm
Mhm.
assuming you have like a way of customizing it to each of them because I think at the bottom of mine you have like copy of our video, all
Yep.
that. But
So you know what this is, right?
yeah,
Yep. So this is what I meant by I'd like you to do an onboarding just because I want you to get that experience in and talk to
sure.
people and again just you know be able to run a tight ship. And then what you would want to do is I just took mine, I gave it to the guys. I will say in my experience, I could probably do a better job, but like a lot of guys just kind of like leave it as is. It's like, no, you really need to be thinking about what needs to be there and be very intentional. Like for
Okay.
example, the first one, revenue equals number of like that doesn't really apply to like a roofer. Like that doesn't make sense, so you want to apply it to yourself and just do your
Okay.
best job. Again, it really takes like, in my experience, it takes like 10, 15 onboardings to like actually start getting good at it. Again, just do your best. Just try to be a little bit intentional. Like, well, what do these people need to hear from me?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'll go through this and look through it more thoroughly then. Sales call template. I don't think any of these other things. Yeah, okay. This I remember this with you just walking through all this stuff.
Yep.
I don't
Here's
there's
use
nothing that needs to be directly customized.
so if you scroll down, I've noticed this a few times with the guys. Um, keep going. Okay, right there. See where it says scroll up a little bit, where it says the fill in the blank. Everybody keeps
Oh,
so put in your agency name
okay.
or
I
what have
got
you.
you. Okay. Okay. Should I just okay.
Yeah, go
Maybe.
ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Oops. Okay. Does that work?
Yep, there you go.
Okay.
And then again, tailor it. Like some people, it gives them a little bit of a heart attack where it says video commercials 20 grand. If you want to put that number in there, go for that. If you feel more comfortable putting a different number, put in a different number.
Oh, right here. The
To the left where it says the products.
okay.
Yeah. So if you
Okay.
feel comfortable, great. If not, make it again so that you feel comfortable in the call.
Okay. Now, ultimately, like I'm not delivering any video commercials. Is that kind of the idea? Like just use this as the launch pad to get used to it?
Can you rephrase your question?
Am I know we've talked about like we're using this just to get me the experience of the whole process and everything else. But like what if I have somebody who's like, no, no, I really do want you to make me a video commercial. Like I'm I could do it, I guess. I'll figure it out, but I it's not my forte right now.
Right. No, no. I mean, again, like I don't want you creating any videos for anyone, running any ads or doing anything for anyone. I just want you to close and then onboard, get that rep in. But I would keep it here because that's kind of part of the magic of making this work is like the value stack of like, oh, you get this video, you get this and this and this and this and this.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. Okay. I don't think there's anything else on here.
No, that's all just stuff for you guys just to,
Okay.
work with.
My calendar page. Oh shoot, I didn't save that. Oh well, I'll go back. Yeah, I don't have my think I set it up. Oh, maybe I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get that finished.
Yep. So phone number and calendar sounds like.
Okay, cool, cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Looks good.
Oh, thank you page, probably
Yeah, just a simple thank you.
standard.
Yeah.
Cool. The other thing I was gonna say, I think it's under, well, when I'm on that page, I noticed I added under settings,
Hmm.
I had a domain that I already owned that I just have an email address tied to it. I don't have any website built on it. And
Okay.
it's shorter, so it's kind of nice, but it's Sophos Studios.
Okay.
Um, so I thought I'll just add that here, but I'm guessing, where did it go? Billing calendar, WhatsApp objects. I swear I was just looking at it. Hmm. I don't know where I put it. It's back here. Hmm. Okay, well, I'm guessing, I think I got to it.
Are you talking about the settings?
Yeah, like here, I'll
Click
once
on
this
the settings. If you click on settings, that's where it's going to show you your domain. Man, when I see people like you with all those tabs open, I have heartburn. I don't know how you do it.
stress, yeah, yeah. All of them are your videos though.
All right, well there you go.
There you go. So it's for a good cause.
Yeah.
Okay. I was looking over here. Yeah, so like when I go to connect domain here,
Hmm.
um, it doesn't actually give me the domain I added as one of my or connect. Can't find your domain, purchase domain, or connect domain.
Go back to like where all those pages were, so like websites or whatever.
Back
Like
here.
what no, not there. Go to where was websites? Remember where you clicked on websites? Um,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Uh, yeah, oh, here we go. This is where I was under domains. So here's the domain I added.
mhm.
It's not showing it like as an option to put it. And it's in GoDaddy, so I just followed their process of like verifying it. So all the DNS should be correct.
Go to you know where like the funnel was with page one, two, three, four, five. Can you go back there, please?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be under your sub account.
This guy here,
So
or
like the other view of this, yeah. So
gotcha.
this, okay,
Back
so
here.
let's go ahead and click on settings up
Settings.
above to the right,
Ah,
and then click on domains. Huh. So I'm not sure what's going on there. I would say just hop on. Maybe it's a glitch, but chances are maybe there's just like something you didn't select. And you just probably need to do something simple like that. Have
yeah.
you talked to their customer support yet? Have you messed with them or no?
I haven't yet. I know they try to get you on a call like really quick. I was just like,
They're
I'll get
no,
through all this fast.
they're beautiful. Those guys are amazing. It'll take you 5 minutes. Boom, hop on, and then they'll tell you where the issue is, and you'll be off. You'll be on your way.
Okay. Okay, cool. Oh, I think the other, I don't have it pulled up at the moment. So I have like my own Sophos Media Productions, Instagram, Facebook. My Instagram is like, I have not been doing anything with it. Um, Mainly I end up focusing on like making everybody else's content. And then I'm like, I forgot to film something for me shooting this thing or whatever. So I need to fill that out, just get, like you were saying, kind of branded a little better. But I also know you're like, don't waste too much time. Just make sure it doesn't look like garbage.
Have like 12 posts. You can literally, I mean, you can honestly take some of your content, like your podcast stuff that, like for example, let's say you're taking a podcast or a promo, you can literally throw that on there and then have like a caption that explains like, here's what we did for this business, for example. So
Hmm.
some of that, and then you can have some stuff that you use AI to create some stuff very some, quickly.
Cool.
Like just, fill it out, 12, 16 posts. Honestly, if it takes you longer than 2 hours to do, you're doing it wrong. It shouldn't take you that long.
Okay. 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 So phone number, get that set up on the my Instagram, get that
And
link there.
And
get the Instagram set up.
what I will say about the phone number, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. It's just sometimes the guys, what they'll do is they'll wait to get A2P approved. Are you familiar with A2P approved?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They'll wait. Don't worry about that. Like just start the process and get launched and use your phone number for now. And the moment that you can switch things over, but like don't delay it. Like honestly, you might be able to use your phone number for like 3 days and then be able to shut everything down. Things
Yeah.
are really fast. So that's that.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. I don't think I have any other things to show or questions, but yeah, I think we're making some progress.
Oh, you're almost there. Very close.
Yeah.
Um, inside of the program, um, so the big thing is going to be once you're done, there's like this lesson on maximize the number of sales calls that you can have. That's just going to be like one of the biggest, like most important lessons, which is just like the moment somebody opts in, and I know you're busy, just do your best to have a conversation with every single person as fast as possible. It's kind of the
Okay.
biggest. What I like to see is I like to see, when somebody opts in, I like to give them maybe like 10 minutes, right? Like 10 minutes to go through everything because that's realistic how long it takes, 10, 15 minutes if they're actually watching all the content. If somebody has not gone all the way through the funnel within 15 minutes, I'm on it and I'm having a conversation with them regardless of where they stopped. And again, there's material on that inside the program.
Okay.
Um, if you have the Sun American cheat code pulled up,
I do somewhere
to the left,
in my plethora
it's
of tabs here.
it's right there. It's the CMCC black tab.
Oh, oh, not that guy.
Uh, left. Keep going left. There you
This
go.
guy. Yeah, there we go.
So if you keep scrolling down, yeah, so just keep going all the way. It'll be quite a bit before you get to the discovery sales call stuff. Keep going. Okay, there. So this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. So this is your discovery call, and here are a few examples. Keep scrolling down though. Keep going. That's the one. How to book the maximum number of sales calls. So I really just like iterate like, hey, work your leads, work your leads, work your leads. And to be honest, like the pipeline is not set up ideally. Like an ideal world, the pipeline is set up with like follow-up one, follow-up two, follow-up three. And
Uh,
even go a whole nother level, it's like follow-up one. Some people do this. Follow-up one, day one, follow-up one day, follow-up two, day one, follow-up three, day one. And so you have like 9 rows of just follow-up. That's the
yeah.
right way to do it. And so that's kind of my big thing to you. Another thing that you should know, and again, I just want to make sure there are no surprises. You will notice over and over again the people that go all the way through the funnel have the highest intent,
Yeah.
right? The ones that actually like go all the way to the end, and then the ones that not only do they go to the end, but they go to the end and they DM you the keyword. Those people, bar none, are going to be the easiest to close, um, highest intent, usually more qualified. But that does not mean, don't work the leads. And again, the reason I have you do this is because if you do it yourself, again, I know you run some ads for some people, but like if you experience it yourself, you understand the behavior. Well, then one day, if and when we do close a client like an agency, a traditional agency, it's like you're gonna have done it, so you know how to coach them. That's the reason I want you
Mhm.
to do it. It's not gonna be fun. I promise. It's not. I know it's not gonna be fun, but I just want you to experience that so that when the day comes, if it comes, you know how to coach those people.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, just main thing, understand the people that go all the way through are gonna be high intent people, but just understand you do not bank on those people, right? Like if
Yeah.
a lot of times people will say, Kushik, the lead quality is bad. They didn't go all the way. It's like, that's normal. You're not banking on, you're only looking for a very small percentage of people that are going to go all the way through.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, just basically don't count your chickens before they're hatched. You're just saying like get get any and all that you can.
Yeah. Get any and all that you can.
Okay. Okie dokie. Well, I think that's it. I don't unless you have anything else for me.
Okay. How's everything else going? Mission X mission. How's other stuff going for you?
Good. I can't remember if I updated you on this last time, but I met with Tim and Pedro, the CEO and COO,
Uh-huh.
about just a few days ago about the possibility of getting rid of that A Safe Place Online one. And we do have somebody who's interested in taking it over and like leasing it from us. So it still belonged to Tim. But now we just got to hash out the details. But I'm like, fingers crossed. Like this, this would be so much better if I can get this done, instead of sitting here and, you know, beating my head against a wall with something that I'm like, I don't even like this. This is not the way to do it. Yeah.
Are you
So
referring to that website that we looked at the last time, or are you referring to like that whole branch, or what are you referring to specifically when you say like get rid of it?
Um, basically not get rid of it and like we'll never see it again, but he has somebody who's interested in leasing it as like a service that they add to their own ministry thing that they're doing, and they would be able to fundraise off of it. They would run it, so I wouldn't have to like run the ads for that. So then I could focus in on the stuff that I actually am more
To do.
passionate about, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, so I'm hopeful there. Um, but yeah, there's still a lot of things that I think that there's opportunity for them to improve and grow, but it's just getting them convinced to make the changes and get them there. That's going to be the trick.
Okay. Anything else noteworthy there?
No, nothing's coming to mind.
Anything else that's not necessarily related to Mission X Mission, but like other things like podcasts, other clients, anything else?
Oh, I did meet with somebody this last week who Tim had referred to me about producing a show for him, and he's your quintessential like creative artist guy who's like got great ideas, but it's all pie in the sky. And so he's like, I got to raise $40 million, and he wants to do this thing that's like essentially like a firewall for your home and your family, to protect your kids online, and all these different things. It's great, but he hasn't raised any money yet. So he's like, yeah, I was gonna try and fundraise to like build a podcast studio and do all this stuff. And so I laid it all out for him, kind of what you're saying. I was like, well, I'm not gonna just dismiss him, but um I told him like this is the price that I would do stuff for you for. And I gave him like I quoted it high, and then I'm like, we can give you a discount down to this, but it would still be happy to do it price for me. And but he doesn't have the money. So it comes down to that. When he does, I think he'll come back. Everything that I'm doing for my podcast production stuff, he was like, "Oh, I was just planning on having to learn DaVinci and buy all the equipment and learn how to film and how to edit and how to mix and like everything." I'm like, "Yeah, we take care of that for you." So he loved that. The pitch was good. There. Nothing to do with any of this stuff, but it
Yeah,
could
yeah.
be.
No, I'm glad you brought this up because uh anxiety.
Yeah.
I feel anxiety when you guys feel anxiety. I don't necessarily want to go down this rabbit hole, but I was just thinking literally on my drive, I think it was yesterday, the day before, I was thinking about you and the conversation in terms of the voice note I gave you the other day of like just making more for Mission X Mission. Um,
Hmm.
we don't have to go down that rabbit hole and have that conversation right now, but I was just like, to me, it was just like so obvious, like that's the move for you. And
Yeah.
right now, I think that maybe you don't, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but it's just like, I think that if we can really build momentum and things look very different here in 6 months, I think that who you are and what's going through your head and what you think you're worthy of, it will change.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I think you're right. I did. Now that you mentioned that, I brought that up in my meeting too the other day. Was like w- the reason why if we do the school community and what we should charge and stuff. I'm like, my goal, I said, would be to supplement what you're paying me. So get it to the point where you're like, oh, Stu has replaced his income, for us, and then whatever the next steps would be after that, and go, okay, well, now we're going to do this, and maybe I get a share of that or some, I don't know, something like
Okay,
that.
so you start planting the seeds.
Yeah, planting the seeds. Yep.
Good, 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 good. So I just bring this up because again, Stuart, you have it, you've only been here for so long, but you'll probably notice a pattern with me and the guys, and so many times I'm just telling the guys like they'll tell me something, I'm like, stop, don't do that.
Yeah.
Stop, please. Uh, and so I just bring that up because, and I say this very respectfully. It's like if I think that if you were to take on this guy that came to you, even though it would get you from 8K to, I don't know, 14K or something, or whatever it would get you
Sure.
to, I don't think that's the right move. I don't.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
kind of how I felt too, though. So
okay, good,
I'm with
good.
you on that. It's like
Okay.
I get anxiety thinking, gotta onboard this guy, I gotta get like figure out his style, and I don't know. There.
And it goes back to the most fundamental thing that I shared with you on the Loom video, which is your dollar per hour,
Hmm.
right? It goes back to
Yeah,
that. Like, hey, look, if it's not increase, it might increase your revenue, but at the end of the day, we have to focus on your net profit per hour earned that you can spend with your family. And I just feel like, there are ways to do that. And so, you probably already know this, and maybe I'm just, being annoying right now, but I'd love for us to just, after the six figures, stay really focused on this and really crack this. And 6 months from now, let's see what happens. And you keep planting these seeds, and let's just figure it out from there, one step at a time. And let's not get distracted with anything that's going to
yeah.
hurt you.
Yeah. I've been wondering, and this doesn't have to be a conversation for right now, but if we can take what we're doing with this, or if it's this seven-figure funnel or whatever, you think fits better, but go, how can we tailor this to what Stu's offering or change what I'm offering and improve it? But go, okay, how can I get, like I told you, my thought is if I can provide tangible results for businesses, not just produce content, but use the content as sort of the vehicle to get them in the door and get them to go, oh yeah, please run our ads or something like that. That's what I want to do is like be able to say, by working with me, you just raised like you've done, $60,000 in profit in your first month or something like that, or you guys just added 100 grand in sales or something. I want to be able to do that for people. So, um, however we do that, however we like customize what I'm doing or not, I don't know. Like, I just, I think, like I told you before, with Master Filmmaker, I felt like I was sort of forced to like wedge into their system, and I'm like, okay, I'm not probably, I guess I can become the video commercial maker guy, but that's not necessarily like what I want to do, long term. So figuring out where that balance is, how to mix and match that appropriately. I'm
Where,
open, of course.
where my head is at right now, and again, I'd like to take baby steps, is step one is, again, we'll revisit this. I don't have it fully fleshed out in my head, but generally it's like, let's get the school thing there. Like, let's build it out. Let's have some content there. Let's have enough where people would, join and be like, oh my God, this is very valuable, right? That's probably step one. Step two is a massive marketing campaign with your email list, your SMS, your calling every single freaking person and getting all those darn people inside the school. That's probably step two.
Hmm.
Three is most likely us just figuring, like, just throwing stuff at the wall over and over and over again, um, until it starts, bringing in some money that can go towards the ministry, and somehow tie that into the podcast. Somehow, like, it be a part of the possibility, so that, like, that's where my head's at. And that's all like part of creating your minimal viable product.
Hmm.
And then once that is done, and that's a 6 months to 1 year journey. Once that is done and you have a minimal viable product, it's like, okay, I can now take anybody that comes to me, because I know how I did this. If I lost everything tomorrow, I would be able to rebuild it from the ground. That is the level of, I think, that's the level I'd like us to get to. Once that's done, then it's like, okay, I can take on anyone and I can help them redo something very similar.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
once you have that, then I think we can have that. Then I think it makes sense for us to have that conversation of like, oh, I'm not just a content guy, but like I'm the podcast plus the revenue guy. Like, does that make
Yeah.
sense? I feel like that's,
Yeah.
that's where my head's at. And I think that's a year out.
Yeah. I see where you're going. Yeah. I think figuring out how to do it for Mission X and then figuring out from there how to do that for anyone else, and I guess for me too, I'm like, is I want to be able to add revenue, obviously, outside of Mission X, or figure out how to get Mission X to up
That's
their.
I again, I want you to be able to see it as clearly as I can see it.
Hmm.
Right. I can see it very clearly, but I think a 6 months, 9 months down the road, I know that we're talking about like, hey, being the guy that does the podcast and revenue and all, but man, you might not need to get there.
Yeah.
You might not need to. And I'm not saying I don't want you to get there. I'm saying, what if you don't need to?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
just like let's not let's not stress out. Let's not imagine or create any stress about problems that don't exist yet.
Got
Right.
it.
You
Yeah.
know, it's like let's just focus on this and just tunnel vision that we will need. And then the byproduct of that, Stuart, is you will have those things. You will have those things if and when you need them. You'll have that. You'll have the 6 figure and 6 week sales funnel. You'll have all these backup options in the event that something happens in Mission X mission, or you decide
Yeah.
one do you want to do.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay.
That's kind of where my head's at right now.
Yeah. Cool.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. Totally.
Yeah. I mean, how do you feel about that?
I think I feel good. I think if there's a way that we can do it where it's like maybe we're adding smaller ways of adding clients that's less overhead for the work or something, if we do add both to my business and to Mission X, or a little closer together, like we get the things tuned for Mission X and then start going, okay, now let's add somebody, but we'll make just a simple offer that
Sure.
that is easy to get quick wins, I guess, from,
Sure.
maybe it's like $1,000 a month client or $1,500 a month, but it's the deliveries an hour, a month.
Yeah.
Like that would be great.
Yeah, like let's say for example, and again, we'll cross that bridge when we cross that bridge, but my mind is always just like on copy and paste and scalability. So let's just say, for example, we are doing this thing with Mission X Mission, and let's just say we have figured out how to monetize the school,
Hmm.
and the podcast is not a part of it yet, of being part of like the secret sauce. It's like it's not really about the podcast, or I don't know, whatever. It's like, so we take somebody else on where you can copy and paste your formula where you're not thinking too much about it. It's very
Yeah.
like you can do it in your sleep. Does that make sense?
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, just not being efficient with your time and energy.
Hmm. Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah. Um, what else is top of mind for you, Stuart?
I think that's it. Nothing's popping up, so I think I'm good.
Okay. Um, anything else on or off topic that you want to go over before I transition over?
No, no, I think you're good. I might have
Okay,
to pop off here in a sec, but I'm gonna try and stick around.
cool, cool. Yeah, I might be going over some things with Aiden or Revere that might be a little bit interesting. I wish
Okay,
Jorge was there. That would have been some cool stuff for you.
awesome.
But cool. Yeah, I mean, if you have to go, don't worry about it. I feel good about today.
All right. All right. Thanks, Kashik.
Yep. Who do we have next? All right, Aiden, Riviera, you guys duke it out. Who wants to go first? I'm right back.
Aiden, you can go first if you have the time, because I'm not at my computer at the moment, but I will be soon. So I probably would have to hold off. But yeah, it's free for you.
Yeah, I'm on the road right now as well. I really don't have pretty much. I really don't have anything to review, so I don't know. Well, I, I'm fine to talk with Koshik. We'll see what we can talk about, but I don't have a ton to review. So
Okay. Um, yeah, I mean, I could chop it up with him for a little bit, and then maybe later run the numbers like on my computer with him. So if you want me to hold it down for a little bit.
I I can go first. We'll see if anything comes from you know.
Okay.
Yeah. I can go
Cool.
first, so no worries.
Cool. Cool.
All right. What's going on, Aiden?
Yo, what's going on, Koshik?
Chilling. Please don't die on us, man. I heard you were driving.
Oh yeah, no, we're chilling.
Okay, good.
Um, but yeah, I feel bad. I don't really have anything to review, really. Our baby came this like week and a half ago, and so it's kind of just been bouncing back and forth between taking care of my wife who had a C-section, and then you know taking care of clients and their ads and things like that.
Yeah.
Um, so,
Yeah, no, it's fine.
but yeah, I'm
Congrats on the kiddo. I hope everything went
thanks.
as smooth as it could, and I hope you're getting some sleep. Um, but yeah, dude, I think where were we last? Were we working on the low ticket funnel? Is that the last thing we were working on, or what were we working on?
Yes, yep, low ticket funnel, and basically I'm working on the script. And so my goal is to have that sent, like written out and sent to you Wednesday at the latest. But yeah, I'm
Cool,
just need to get back on the horse on this, so I'm gonna have that sent over.
cool, man. I just recently wrote out some scripts. Maybe this will be useful. So remember, so I got this from a mastermind. I think I may have gone over this with you. I'm not sure, but like I like to just kind of like think about the avatar, and then I like to think about like the reason that they would want to buy my thing, and then you have a specific script for every single one of those people. And so, and I like to kind of do that format that I shared within that Google Doc. Um, And so
Mhm.
for me, basically here are a few examples. So it's like for the Meta Ads for Videographers program, higher paying clients, consistent clients, predictable income, and then getting local businesses. Like these are kind of the core things I can think of. So it's always kind of like if you're a niche and you want desired outcome, this is for you. And then this is like just drilling a little bit further to like get them to feel like, okay, this guy really knows me. Then from there, then I go into, well, like, hey, man, you're in luck because of all these problems that you have. And you're in luck because I just created a brand new program where you're going to get your desired outcome. And then if you click on this ad, I'm going to go and hand it to you. This part is all kind of copy paste. So I'll just read a few off. Would that be helpful?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cool. So for the higher paying clients, if you're a videographer that works with businesses and brands and you want to stop doing 500 to 2,000 one-off shoots and you want to start laying higher paying clients with 10, 20, and the reason I'm going over this with you, Aiden, is like, I know you're talking about like the CBO strategy that you have. What I found, man, is like this actually works like really well for like low ticket funnels. And I'm seeing
Yeah,
this even with so like what's crazy, man, is like with my ads, I've never done this before, but like I'm literally so it's like this is like the ad that I had, and my cost per click was like I don't know, $4. And then what I did is I literally just like two of my posts on Instagram that don't even pertain to my offer. Like the call to action is like DM me a keyword, whatever. And I'm running ads with them and it brought all my costs down. And people are like
that's
buying off
crazy.
of, yeah, people are buying off of this video, which is like doesn't even pertain to my offer. Which is crazy. So I really do think that what I just shared with you of like having a bunch of creatives that are all very different angles is key to making like a low ticket funnel work and even like call funnels. So that's kind of why I'm going over like, hey, figure out like what take your person and then figure out all the different reasons and have very specific ads for them. And we want it like for me, I have basically four ads. I have this one, this one, this one, the one I already have, and I'm gonna create like four versions where we're gonna be like talking, like walking and talking. And so I'm gonna have like I don't know, 10 ads in that ad set. And I think that's kind of the key to making this work. Um, so this is like the guy that's like, hey, I'm doing $500 shoots. I want to get like $30,000 clients. Okay. So stop doing $500, $200 shoots and get higher paying clients that pay 30,000. This message for you, especially if you already know that you're good enough to charge more, but every time you try, you either get pushback or worry that you're going to lose a deal altogether. Chances are, all right, I don't need to read all this actually. You can, if you're curious, you can come back 1 hour, 23 minutes. You can just like read through them. This one is, hey, if you're a videographer that works with business and brands whose income feels like a roller coaster, where one month you're doing great and the next month you have no idea where your income's going to come from. This message is for you. Chances are that more than anything right now, you want to be able to bank on a system that consistently, predictably generates clients, because then you can operate your business with peace of mind. Because everything you've tried so far probably hasn't got you there. That all stops today because, and then I get into the offer. This one, hey, if you're a videographer that wants to work, that works with local business brands and you want more of those clients, this one's for you. So again, like what I've noticed, again, I learned this from the mastermind, is like every single, you can't really change out the hook and then keep the same body. You have to really like tailor every single one of them to each individual person. And that's what makes the strategy work. So I just want to share that with you really quick as again, you're working on creating your ads.
I love that. And yeah, we've got enough, calls under our belt to where I feel super confident in like knowing what their pain point is that we would make the hook for. So I'm excited to make some hooks for that.
Yeah.
Because it's actually very similar to some of the hooks that you were reading off. Anyways,
Good. Good. Heck yeah. So yeah, man, once you have those, dude, I think I have that Google Doc, just have them in there and I'll have a look and kind of give you some feedback or, maybe like, make my own, take your version and duplicate it and maybe make some tweaks to it so you can kind of see where my head's at. But yeah. Um, anything else top of mind for you, man, that you wanted to maybe go over or questions, comments, concerns, anything?
oh man, um, no, we're doing good. Man, I'm trying to think. Oh, I feel like I want to talk about some stuff, or I don't know, but I feel like I don't know. I don't know what specific thing I'd want to talk about. I don't know. Midas is doing well.
Okay.
I'm just struggling to keep up with all the work because I feel like I can't quite hand off all the work to Tanny. So I'm just trying to train him up a little bit more and ease him back into some of these tasks so I can trust him with these campaigns again.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot to keep up with on my own. We're at like uh, somewhere between like 12 and 14 clients,
Oh my
which
God.
is great. We're doing
Yeah.
like, oh man, we're probably going to do like 14 or 15K this month.
Okay.
But anyways, it's just a lot to keep up with
Oh
just
yeah.
by myself, being the only one in the ads and go high level and everything like that. So
Yeah. I get it. Are you guys closing more deals through that closer that you guys brought on or um no new
he
deals and these are maybe referrals?
he is filling up our pipeline, but no new deals yet. He did close one deal, and they've just with what they've paid, they've more than
Okay. You're breaking up a little bit, I think. But it sounds like you closed a deal.
a, a returning client that we're um, onboarding again. It's a tattoo client. It's kind of random,
Okay.
but like we have stuff that worked for him. It's just plug and play. It's just a matter of teaching him go high level a little bit. So um,
Heck yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Cool.
mostly referrals.
Cool. Cool. Cool, man. Anything else? I mean, I get it, in terms of like maybe not being sure what to talk about right now. I think you just have to maybe write those scripts out and then we'll have some more things that we can talk about for the low ticket funnel.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, but yeah, anything else, man? Before I transition over to Riviera.
No, I think I'm good. I'm gonna get through the scripts. We're gonna make the video scripts and get them sent over to you. So we're gonna start making progress again.
Cool. Sounds good, man. All right, well, get some rest, get some sleep, man.
I said, yeah. I don't know. My sleep has been absolutely fucked. So we're gonna try to reset that tonight. Thanks, man.
Okay. Yep. All right, man. Riviera, are you there? Or I think I overheard you and Aiden
Yeah,
talking about some stuff you were doing, maybe, or you're on your way, or
yeah. I'm about to park now, so
okay.
um, but oh yeah, and congrats, Aiden, if you're still there. But yeah, yeah, just want to chop it up on I guess there isn't too much to say, but I did recently launch this morning, and I already caught a lead. So
Okay.
I just have to check if it's actually a wedding photographer. I've been driving, so I don't want to like pull over and check. But I'm about to get that chance. But regardless, he I was able to capture a lead with probably only a couple bucks spent. So
Do
with
you
the
know?
wedding, and I'm really going hard on the wedding stuff. Like everywhere where it says photographer, I'm making sure it's wedding photographer, so that way it's not misconstrued as much. You know,
Yeah, yeah. Okay, heck yeah, man. You know what Ronnie's cost per lead is right now?
no clue. But at $20 a day, and the fact that I launched 2 hours ago, it has to not be more than a couple bucks. But I'll
It's
check.
it,
I'll check out. I'll basically be at the house in like 5 minutes.
okay,
So
cool. Yeah, man. I would not expect it to be. I would expect it to be super cheap. Ronnie's cost per lead right now is like $1.50, which is insane. Um,
man, this guy's
Yeah,
got him for the cost of corn dogs.
right.
the leads are really good too.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
cool. Okay, nice, solid.
so yeah, man.
That's crazy.
So I think we might be onto something with this instant form plus website. Um, but cool, man. What's I guess like top, is there anything that's top of mind for you, Revere, in terms of like what to maybe work on, or do you have questions on anything?
Uh, no, I mean, if somebody comes through, I mean, this funnel obviously, and I do discovery with them, I'm sure it's kind of much more the same, our same script that we used for the portrait stuff. But I guess when it comes to the demo stuff, I'm sure I would have to change up that a little bit, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just to make sure it matches up. Which I feel like I could just use a lot of Wendy's. I could I pretty much know what to swap if push comes to shove. So but other than that, I'm sure I'll have more questions once we get to that point. Once I have like a solid discovery call and I feel like I booked an appointment with somebody,
Yeah.
then I think those things will naturally come up. But for now, I think I just need to work on Tim's video, making sure he's squared away. He basically, I wish I had the. I'll be in my computer in a couple minutes, but he definitely, yeah. I mean, he had probably the last 2 months been pretty solid. I mean, it's like I think he's made like $1,700
Okay.
in the last 2 months. So it's just a matter of conveying value. And on the call, he seemed pretty positive, not really as anxious as I usually see him,
Yeah.
which was good in terms of like just energy check. And I think it's just the only thing he kind of says like he on paper he is profitable, but he does recognize like because of the service charges from me and stuff, he's still kind of like in the red by like $500.
I
But
see.
I kind of conveyed like, hey, so much of the months were at like $20 cost per lead in your first few months. And, seeing where you were at, the reasons why I said what I said to get us on weddings is like, hey, if I see any, sinking ship, I'm going to call it out. Right. And that's why I kind of, in your, best interest, I really had to put the brakes on something to see and try that avenue. And then kind of seeing Wendy kick off and have a huge boost because of peak season, I was like, hey, maybe it makes sense to put Tim on here since he's getting a lot of bots with that, and I don't want to put him on another ship that's on the brink. So, just really kind of diving into like, hey, what's the best move for Tim, and just living in like, what would I do, right? If I was in Tim's shoes, putting you back into this minis and seeing the change that's happened in the last 2 months. This trajectory is a whole different trajectory. I mean, if we look at your return on ad spend, you've only spent, you know, uh, $200 this month so far, and you've already collected $1,500. You're at like a 10 times ROAS. And if we can just keep this kind of momentum, it's really going to right the wrongs of the slow months. And you're going to be in a place where things make sense numerically. Like, does that make sense? Like, that's could be around the corner for you. And he's like, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
So I've been kind of planting that in his head because I need him to understand, like, hey, you may still be negative 500 in the red, but things have changed to cost per lead, momentum that you never had, the closing rate you never had, all because of the volume that you're at with $5 cost per lead. You were at 20 on average for months and months. So, I basically been setting that up. So I
Is it just the cost per lead that's changed, or is like his discovery call different? His sales call different? Are there
I
other
think
variables?
I think he has a higher close rate. But again, he has more volume. So I got to check the actual close rate. Maybe maybe it's the same, but because he has more volume, it's a higher number per month. I don't know.
Sure.
Um, but I know but I know he has he jumps on the calls more confident. Like I could see his texting. Like I basically turned on his notifications just so I can see his daily text. Like what is Tim seeing every day on his phone? And I'm seeing a lot of back and forth every day with somebody, and he's either closing a 150 or a 250, and he's stacking days. So I see like he handles the process a lot smoother than he would. Back in the day, he wouldn't even message people because he's waiting on me or he's asking me, a bunch of questions before he can even make an input. So, there's just things I'm seeing that make sense on why he's doing better.
Yeah, yeah. That's good, man. That's good.
So I
Cool.
just need to watch your video on the 3 month thing. I don't know if I have the link still because I know Slack deletes stuff. I may have made one for Sasha back in the day, so maybe I look at that. But yeah, if you have anything in terms of like a 3 month recap example, that would be great.
Yeah.
No rush if you want to send it now. You can always send it later, but
mm, I'll have to look for it. And then I'll get it over to you.
no worries. No worries. I may have it like somewhere too. I'm not too sure. I'd have to check, but yeah, no worries about that. I'll probably
Oh, here it is.
oh cool.
So yeah, it's pinned from December 13th, Koshi's process from A to Z. So if you click that, um, and then if you scroll down, you'll
And I should be able to see it with this free Slack plan still, right? I think it should go back that far.
yeah, because if I can see it, you can see it.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So step 13, reselling to members. So you'll have like the 3 month recap that I did for Cam and then for Jeremy.
Sweet. Yeah. Yeah, if I just can see that, it just makes it a lot more helpful. So
Yep.
as you saw with the cold messenger ad. So,
Yeah.
I copied your formula.
Hey man.
Like,
Well,
hey, you're reinventing the wheel.
yeah.
I'm gonna and then just obviously customize it to whatever.
Yeah.
But
So yeah, what else is top of mind, man?
um should I just hit him with the same offer of like I think it was like 1,500 for 3 months, and then each month if he doesn't do it in the paid in full, then it's 600 a month. I honestly forgot what I offered him in the beginning, but I know he took the 1,500. I think he gave me 500 to start, and then he paid the rest of the 1,000 later. Or
What I like to do again, the better. So here's the thing: is like the better results you can get for somebody, like the more money they make, the higher you can charge. So for me, you know what I mean? Like for me, because it takes like so long to, get people off the ground, I charge less. So what you can do is, because right now he's like in the red. So what you can do is you
yeah,
can say maybe, hey, look, Tim, it's $1,500, but the difference is between the first time and second time is instead of 3 months, we're actually gonna do 6 months for you. Something like that.
okay,
And the
yeah,
and the reason that works is because we still collect that cash up front, and that's just a cash injection into the business.
yeah. I'd be down for that.
Yeah. And and then let's just say theoretically what happens is he's $1,500, and then we give him 6 months, and then like 3 months it works well, and then 3 months it starts dying down. Maybe during those last 3 months we can pivot over to like the wedding stuff, for example. But this way you
Oh
have
yeah,
this way you have them locked in for 6 months. You have that kind of commitment.
Yeah. Okay, cool. No,
But you
honestly, that's perfect.
yep. You have to, again, unless you're making somebody a crap ton of money within the first, 3 months. Like in Tim's case, it's, you have to kind of sweeten up the offer a little bit for the next 3 months.
Exactly. Okay. No, that makes sense. Also makes sense why Dr. Potts pays 5K every 3 months and all I have to do is email him. It's like,
Exactly.
well, I make this guy fucking 100K every 3 months. Like,
Exactly.
it's like- it basically holds all the weight. But so
Yeah.
yeah, it makes sense with what you're saying.
How long have you been with Dr. Potts, by the way? And how long have you been with the other person?
Dr. Potts is coming up on a year now. Yeah,
Nice.
he recently had ad fatigue. We went in there, did some new like production stuff, and I just went heavy on the hook creation, like where basically, I already told you about it and stuff,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's hitting. Like his cost per lead was like skyrocketing from he used to be average $20 a lead for months, and then it just like somehow broke like and got to like $80 per lead at some point, and now we got him back to $20 a lead, and he's closed. He has a call center dedicated for this now, so they basically within the last month and a half from their renewal, they've already generated $60,000 gross
nice.
in Invisalign. So,
Yeah.
and then Dr. Lisa, I've been with her for like 4 years or 5 years. I forget.
Yeah.
But that's the only ones I maintain. Dr. Potts gave me a referral recently, and I don't know. I've been kind of sitting on it, but it would be an easy play and she's local and stuff. So
Yeah, take it, man. Like, it'd be some easy money. Take it.
it's
So,
honestly an easy funnel because that shit just works for months without touching it. It's so crazy.
yeah. You're still using my
Um,
Invisalign funnel, the same one that I have inside the program? Or are you
um,
using something else?
it's like a playoff on that one. Yeah, it's a little bit different, but it's got the same like yeah, it's got like a similar structure. But yeah, it's just a website to website, and you know, video consultations is a big thing with dentists now. So we have that option in the form if they want that, and a lot of people choose that. So they're able to actually just jump on a video console, and the doctor doesn't have to see them in person now.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So
Um,
yeah, it's just that's just stuff that's just to strengthen me down while I try to chase these bigger things.
yeah. Okay. Cool, man. Well, anything else that you wanted to go over before I swing over to Ronnie for a little bit?
That's pretty much it.
Oh, cool. Well, yeah, just keep me posted, man. If we're getting results for, very cheap and things work out, well then you know what to do. You know the drill. We're gonna go all in on these weddings.
Sweet, yeah, I'm down.
Oh, and Esto, I talked to Esto. So Ronnie, I think you may have asked about Esto as well. So I just talked to him. He's doing a sales call, and he's asked him to record some of his sales calls, and so he's gonna be recording, and so I'll have that for you guys as well to watch him do some consultations for weddings.
Oh wait, he's doing weddings. He's back.
Yeah, so basically he had a sales call that was supposed to be for like next week or something or last week. And so now I think it's this week that he's doing a sales call. And so I asked him to record that sales call and then share it with you guys.
Oh, dope.
Yep,
Oh,
yep,
cool. That's sick. So he
yep.
went on a video console and everything. And wait, did you say he closed or not? Or
So this is my conversation with him. Where is he at? So I have a call today. Actually, I was supposed to be last week, just got rescheduled. So I don't know if he had it. I was just like, hey man, let me but he said he's like down to share. So I don't know whether he had it or didn't have it or closed or didn't, but
yeah,
probably
but he
whatever.
might. Yeah.
So I just said, hey,
Okay, cool.
said if and when you have it, please record it.
Sweet.
Um,
Yeah, I just love to compare and contrast against Wendy's because she's done four of them now. She's like four
yeah.
calls on that she's
Okay.
recorded. So I
Okay.
think now, now is the point where she's gotten so good, but she's probably plateaued. And now it's a matter of like, do I know if she's picking up bad habits or not? Like,
Yeah.
you know, because she's so kind of free range, kind of learning sales, just like throwing herself in the fire that you become like naturally good at some things, but then you can also pick up bad habits and then unfortunately make it part of your process. So I'm trying to steer away from seeing things and I try to call them out when I see them, but I know there's probably more to know.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I think let me see what Esto does. And, that point, I think, she's probably at a place with like 4 or 5 where it maybe makes sense for me to hop in there and maybe have a review of one. Um, but yeah.
Yeah, she like goes in the calls, and I'm like, okay, good luck in your call. And then like she comes out like 20 minutes later from the room. I'm like, damn, that was fast as hell. Like it almost to a point where I'm like, wait, what went wrong? And she's like, no, it went normal. I'm like, what's normal to you though? Like I don't know, 20 minutes just seems super short to me,
Yeah,
just
20
in my
minutes,
opinion. But
20 minutes is a little bit too short, I think like 30 to 40 minutes is probably what's required.
yeah, I think she just goes through the motions kind of, and they're kind of like everyone's just super nice, like looks good, looks great, this and that. But the fact that nothing comes of it, I'm like, I think there's secret objections that we're just not figuring out
There,
how to
there,
get
I
them to say.
There probably are. I think that she's probably like from what because I think that her tonality and the conversation, like the way she does it, works really well for like the portrait stuff. But then when it comes to the wedding stuff and higher ticket stuff, I think she's very just like nice and cordial and just kind of goes. But like I think you need to like pull out pain. You need to like inspire. You need to
Yeah,
emotion. You need to bring those things out. You need to become good friends with people. Like that's what's required for higher ticket stuff, I think. And so
no,
again,
100%.
I don't know if she's doing that or not,
Yeah,
yeah.
I honestly haven't really reviewed the last two or three calls, so I know there's a lot to know that I don't know right now. So I'll look at it a little bit, and yeah, if there's like, I feel like I can pre-sift for you because I know I don't want to waste your time with that too much because I know it is heavier. But
Yeah.
that if I'm able to go in there and pre-sift and be like, okay, this call seems like a worthy enough call for
And
push you
and
to check out.
yeah, and also like I mean if you just like reference the sales calls that Eric did, I mean my calls were like 20 minutes, 15 minutes, and I was just doing discovery versus Eric, he's like doing 1 hour calls, so
I saw
it,
that. Yeah, he did a long. They're all like average an hour to hour 15.
I think that's what it should be, like so
Hmm.
maybe watch that back or have her watch that. Um, you know,
Yeah,
so
yeah. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
but yeah, but no, your gut instinct was right. It was like, hey, that was fast. What went wrong? Like I would say the same thing. It's like, what went wrong? Oh, it was perfect. Are you sure?
Yes. Yeah, yeah. It's that. I think she's just in a place where she doesn't know what's right or wrong.
Right.
She's
That's probably
honestly, it's crazy because I learned sales in such a more technique formulated way, like watching research videos, going through coaching, and
yeah,
she's
yeah.
kind of just been like, hey, this is like, I just launched a funnel for you. We're trying to test this thing. Just jump on these calls. And she kind of just does it. And she's able to, do certain things and get in there. But I think you can only do so many things naturally before
Right.
you need to kind of, you know, get adjustments, so to speak.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Well,
yeah.
keep me posted. I'm excited, I'm excited for this week to see what numbers look like from, today to this upcoming Monday. I'm sure I'm gonna hear like a lot more questions and things from you inside Slack. And excited. And then
Yeah.
also feel free again to like chat with like Ron because again, you and Ronnie are like doing the same thing, just slightly different niches, but like you guys are running this very similar everything. So feel free to like ask questions and post in there with all of us.
So,
Oh, for sure.
quick question, Daniel. Do you have you said you're running ads again for the wedding photography?
Yeah, specifically like trying to get wedding photographers to go through the funnel now.
Okay, got you, got you. I actually have a message, an automated message that I'm sending out for the people that don't end up booking on the calendar. I can send that over to you if you want.
Got you. Yeah, it may or may not apply to me because right now I don't have a mechanism video, so I'm not really booking to a call funnel calendar. I'm just doing the
Oh, okay.
instant form.
Oh, okay.
So, but still send it. It might make sense if I'm just, I don't know, maybe there is a link to just like a
Revere, what
Calendly link or something.
Revere, what I would do, man, is because again, we talk about instant like again, I told Ronnie, so Ronnie has just launched, I don't know, like 3 or 4 days ago. And so honestly, it's gonna be about a week before we have an idea of stuff. But if I were you, Revere, like so okay, in terms of homework, man, what I would say is that I would say that what you should do is you should set up for instant form plus website and you should just
Mm-hmm.
like carve out like 15, 20 minutes and just like have a video, man. Just have like a mechanism video bare bones like mine. If you, I don't know, it's
Mm-hmm.
been probably a few months for you. It's been a few months since you saw mine and Jorge's and all Aiden's, but like I would try to model that as closely as possible and just have a bare bones one and just like drive traffic there. just to have it, just so we can
just to
keep,
have.
yeah, just to have it so we have all the variables. And I think it's gonna work well for you. I think that is, I don't think it's just a little bit better. I think it's significantly better. And I would actually like to see that because
Uh-huh.
like, so now that you're launching, it's like, okay, great, you're launching, but like if this is true where instant form leads are not nearly as good as the ones that like click the ad and actually book and go to the call page, calendar page, um, we don't want to like waste a week's worth of time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I get what you mean.
so it's like I would just do that. I would just carve out some time today or tomorrow and then do it that way. And then again, then Ronnie's stuff does apply to you.
For sure. Okay. Yeah, I can make a bare bones one. Yeah, if I go really hard, I feel like I could get stuck and
Yeah,
just stuck there. So I don't want to I don't want to get stuck. But yeah, if I can make a bare bones one and just like
make a bare
throw
bone.
out like makes if I could just be like, hey, I want someone to feel excited as fuck
Right.
about this shit. Then if I go with that, then I might be able to make something at least.
Yeah, just get something, dude. Like get something. Don't have to worry about high production value or anything. Just like the main thing is just like understanding the structure of like Ronnie's video, my video, like just understand structure and do it that way. Because the initial one that you created was a little bit like you kind of like it didn't necessarily follow the structure to a T. You kind of did your own thing.
Mhm.
So I would try to stick to that structure. Again, it's like
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you 6 figures within 6 months, and here's some proof. And then before we get in, okay, now here's the step
Where
by
are
step.
those videos at? They're on in your course somewhere, or
So
just so I can be like see the structure, so I can at least model the
yeah.
key points.
Yeah, so I'm just going to give you a few examples.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
So yeah, I'll go and send you a few. I know I worked with Jorge to get his done. It was really good. Aiden, I believe I did one with him. Yeah, Aiden's one was pretty good. And then you have Ronnie's one, and then you have mine. And so you
I
have
guess
four.
Ronnie would be the best one, huh? Because it's in
Well,
kind of the photography world.
Ronnie's one is the one that's like the most edited, but like the bare bones ones are like mine and Jorge's and Aiden's and stuff. And so um
Oh, okay.
all of ours is the same thing. It's just Ronnie's is highly edited with music and
Okay.
stuff.
Okay. So maybe it's easier to see yours kind of bare bones one, and that'll
Yeah.
make
So
it
if
simpler
you
to.
if you watch mine, Aiden, Jorge's, and Ronnie's, you'll be like, oh, it's the same script, it's the same copy, but Ronnie's is just way more visuals and sound effects and stuff.
Hmm. Okay.
So yeah, let's do that. So I'm glad you brought that up, and I think that it is important. So let's do that. Let's get that video done, and then let's tweak up your ad so that's an instant form and the calendar one.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I think
And
that
then,
should help.
and
Yeah.
then
So far, I checked the lead that did come in, and yeah, he just seems like a portrait kind of photographer guy.
I
Or
see.
like I don't know, he just shooting kind of whatever girls
And
on
then,
graffiti walls and shit. So I'm like,
and then Ronnie, like share some of your stuff inside the Slack with me, you, and Ronnie, Riviera, and Esto, because I think Ronnie, you said something as well. So Ronnie did something where like he's getting people to confirm. So when somebody opts in becomes a lead, they have to like confirm something or send kind of a message or something. So
uh-huh.
Oh, are you
Ronnie,
talking about the double verification on the like for them to submit the form?
I think so. I think that, if you want to share that.
Okay, yeah, I can share that.
So yeah, anything else, Riviera?
No, I guess it just adds a question of like, do I keep it running at least to see some data, or should I pause things for
I
now until I
honestly,
could get that?
honestly, pause it is what I would do because
Hmm.
I want to see apples to apples. You know what I mean? I don't want apples to oranges.
Hmm.
I feel like,
Yeah,
yeah, let's
no,
do
that
it.
makes sense.
Let's do it that way. And if it works, well, then the next order of operations is again the conversation we had of going all in. So then we're gonna actually take your mechanism video, actually do it the right way, or social media content, all that stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, I'll turn off right now so that way we don't get too deep into it.
Yeah. Because yeah, if you just do the instant form and we have a week and it's like portrait stuff, it's like, well, then next week we have to revamp and just that, it's just a waste of a week and some dollars there.
Yeah. So far, the numbers rang out as $4 cost per lead and pretty much 3 clicks with $4.22 spent. So
Yeah.
I'm sure once we do the website plus Instaform, I have that new column you told me to put on the ad manager, so it shows me like cost per landing page lead.
Yeah.
or landing page view, I think, or something like that, where it distinguishes a lead and also someone coming on the page. So,
Right, right.
um, but yeah, before for portrait photography, it was like yeah, it was like $3.50 cost per like the Esto, the Ronnie funnel, like it was like $3.50 per lead, and then the average cost per landing page view is like $49.
Yeah, makes sense.
So I don't know if that's the numbers they're seeing, but
Yeah.
hopefully I could kind of get it even better than that for the wedding stuff. But I'll let you know.
Yeah. Well, no, well, I think, it's good that, you're launching pretty much around the same time as Ronnie, and we'll see in about a week's time. I think we'll have a good amount of data. So
Cool. Yeah, I'll try to get the video done ASAP so I could get back up and running.
okay. And I'll try to get that over to you. If not tonight, I'll definitely have it to you by like the morning.
I know you're
Sweet.
serious about booking more
Thanks.
shifts. So
Okay. Before I circle back to Jacob, Ronnie, do you have questions? I know we spoke a lot recently about stuff. Do you have questions or things you want to talk about or bring up with me, or maybe bring something up and talk with other guys about?
Um, Not specifically at the moment. I just launched a couple of days ago. And it's been a trial and error of like, getting the ads to work the way it needs to. I think I had my ads set up the wrong way initially. I think I was doing instant form and calls, when it was supposed to be like instant forms and website. So I was
Yeah.
like wondering like what happened, but I eventually got that figured out. So, in the next few days, I should see like how everything's working. If anything comes up, I'll definitely keep you guys like updated.
Has anybody booked a call yet since you made the change or no? Like,
Ye-
gone to the page and actually booked.
Yeah, let me check real quick, 1 second. I believe I think I've had like two people book on the calendar so far.
Okay. That's all right. That's really good then.
Yeah,
Okay, good stuff.
thanks.
That's the portrait funnel, right, Ronnie? And
Oh
it's
yeah,
like a okay. Just want to make sure.
it's the portrait one, yeah.
Yeah. And the way Ronnie's doing it right now is he's trying, I think I explained this to you, Rivera, but he's aiming to close everybody and convert them into weddings. And then in the event that he can't, he's just going to set up the portrait stuff for them.
Okay,
So
so kind of like what you last said.
yeah, yeah.
Sorry I didn't get back to you. I was driving all day, but yeah, I
Um,
did get to read your message.
Okay, cool, cool. No, it's all good. Okay, Ronnie, so anything at all, or you feel like you're pretty good?
Um, I think I'm pretty good. I'm just kind of nervous because I did onboard somebody the other day for I tried to really push him hard to like get him to do the weddings or what so, but he was just not budging at all. So we're just doing portraits. I think he specifically told me he wants to focus on hold on 1 second. He says he wants to do headshots, maternity, family, couples, and graduations. Um so just a little nervous on that, but other than that, I mean, I'll just kind of see how everything works over the next few days just because I launched recently.
Yeah. At least then, yeah, if that's what he's looking for, like the family stuff, the ads will work really well for him. He'll be happy with that then.
Okay.
Uh, so it's just a matter of if you have questions or anything like that, just like post inside Slack with me, you and Revere and stuff, and maybe even like I don't know if it's weird or not, like connecting him to like Tim or having Tim talk. I don't know. We'll see what happens if it makes sense. But um, yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we need to cross that bridge if
Oh
he's
yeah,
feeling
yeah, for sure.
so. But yeah, okay. Ronnie, I'm gonna circle over to Jacob then, unless there's something else.
No, that's all.
Okay. Cool. All right, guys. I think that I'm gonna be just looking at Jacob's ads, just a few of them, but does anybody have anything that they want to go over before I do that? Okay. Jacob, the floor is yours.
Cool. Well, what's the best way for me to show you these? Because I've noticed that like the reels, maybe it's better if I just like screen share the screen and then also share my phone to it. Because I've noticed that some of these reels are not playing on desktop.
Are they on your Instagram? If they're on your Instagram, I can just click and go through them.
Yeah, you want me just to send you the links in the chat?
Sure.
If I can get them, because now I think about it, even that's not loading up right. So let me see if I can get them off my phone and just send them over like this. One sec. So yeah, not that. Where is? Geez, I'm supposed to be Instagram master here. All right. Put it in the chat. There's one. And I'm kind of actually shocked these are doing well, but you know, so far they're at least the cost per lead is low. Now we're just have to figure out qualified lead.
Yeah.
And then one more. Okay, this is 10 things I do.
Okay.
Everybody who's anybody would hang out and do all. This is the continent. This used to be the go-to place here in Columbus. This is where everybody who's anybody would hang out and do all kinds of activities. The French market here, it was booming. This is the place to live. These apartments back here used to be the premium place to stay here in Columbus. And now today, it's a shell of its former self. And the question is why? Well, how could a big, beautiful business like this, that's vibrant, that's highly, people, it beats out all the other ones in town. Like this place is obviously much better than Westland, Eastland Mall, but that's who it lost to. And then Eastland, Westland, all those guys lost out to Polaris, Easton, all those people later on. So how does this happen? And it's simple. Businesses don't adjust to the times, get left behind, and they turn into archaic relics just like this. The truth is, if you want to succeed here in 2026 as a local business here in Columbus, Ohio, you have to adjust to the times. And the best way to adjust to those times easily and effectively is to start getting yourself more visible. The most visible business will always be the most skilled. And this place lost its visibility, and you can see what the results are here. All that being said, if you want to become the most visible business here in Columbus, you're tired of things feeling up in the air, you're tired of wondering where your next job's coming from, you're tired of trying to figure out AI because everyone says it's great, but the more you put into it, the more it just doesn't pay off. Give me a follow here on Instagram. I'll show you how to become the most visible business here in Columbus and beat out all of your competitors. That's kind of a rough stop there. I think it just needs a lot more conciseness because just a yapper video that I tested out, but
To be honest, man, like the way I look at stuff is I don't care if anything's good or bad. I just like think to myself, like, are the numbers numbering? So far, I mean, if you're saying that the numbers are numbering, like I look at it and the only thing I can think of is like, yeah, like there are some parts where you kind of like stutter a little bit or whatever.
Right.
But aside from, I mean, I really like the hook. The hook was like solid. It's very engaging. And I like how you led into like, hey, follow me and visibility. So it makes sense. I'm a little like I'm a little bit surprised if it works as well as you're saying it works because I feel like when I was initially watching, it's like as somebody in Ohio, it's like throwing out those words. It's like, oh, is he about to talk about how Tuttle is dead and this and that? Because you know what I mean? Like because that's more of like a consumer thing, not a business owner thing. You know what I mean? But I mean, looks good.
Cool. Premium apartments, no more. That's slightly different. This used to be the luxe spot, the place you would go to, and everyone in Columbus who was anyone was here going to see a movie or go to the Funny Bone or even live in premium apartments. No more. That's because they didn't adjust to the times. And now this place is a ghost town. You saw the sign, it's fallen apart. So not keeping up with the times and not adjusting to the markets is the biggest reason why most businesses will fail here in Columbus in 2026. Because right now is a huge shift in attention. If you're relying on Angie's List, if you're relying on Google, if you're relying on all these lead sources to get your work for you, good luck. You need to be able to own your leads and own a space where all those leads are at. And the quickest way to do that, running local ads. And it's easier than ever. The algorithm is finding people quicker and quicker, and it's the easiest thing possible so that you can stay ahead of the curve and be a bright, vibrant place, unlike this place, which is sadly falling apart. So give me a follow on Instagram, and I'll show you how all this works.
Yeah, so pretty similar.
Yeah, very, very similar. Do to sabotage your business. Number one, I'd make sure you never get on camera. Nobody knows who you are.
I think I saw this one last time, or is this a different variation of it?
I think this is the same one you saw last time, yeah. The rest of the playing is really easy. Number two, I'd hide you behind a logo, stock photos, Canva templates, basically make your profile look like every other business in the city. Number three, I'd fill your page with random project photos, no story context, no face. Like you're a landscaper, just post a picture of grass. Number four, now that your content has zero personality, make sure you barely post anyway. Once a week, maybe twice a month, just enough to feel like you're doing something.
Yeah, this is the one that I saw. I remember now. Yeah, man. No real thoughts other than like I think I told you like the last time the only feedback I had, and I gave you some feedback, but it was like throw local business, Ohio business stuff, business in there. It looks like you did that. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I like it. I dig it, man.
Okay. And do you see anything that could tighten up the messaging or variations? I don't know, like threads you could think of? Because I'm constantly making more Yapper content, putting it out there just to look at the retention, look at the.
If it works, right? Let's just say it works again, and the only way that we know is somehow you gotta, I don't know, that's on you to figure out how to quantify this, but let's just say it works. Well, then what you should do is you should find other locations like that, like go to Tuttle Mall, right?
Yeah, I live right here.
Right, there you go. So you do it in Tuttle Mall, you find out other businesses that are like dead, and now you rinse and repeat that. Like you get like freaking 40 videos like that because I'm sure there's businesses out there that like a lot of people knew about that are dead. Now you have like 40 pieces of content.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it, right? That's a good point.
Yeah.
Hmm. All right. Well, cool, man. That all makes sense to me. I mean, yeah, because this is a whole new skill set for me too, Kashik, because like I do not come from a world of liking this kind of content.
Do you script it out like or do you have bullet points or how do you go about doing it?
So this is what I figured out that kind of makes the method work. You have to have that organic like feeling of like I'm thinking of what to say next.
Okay.
And I'm pretty good at reading scripts, but like even that I think people can feel the difference. So the Yapper stuff, what I do is I have the general idea and like the hook,
Yeah.
and then I just speak to that and know that I have to sum it back up around into,
Yeah.
follow me on Instagram.
Yeah. 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 The reason I just bring that up is again, I feel like there are some things that you do where you're like you're saying like for example like there's something that you said in the last one where you said something and then you had the word no and then you had to, so there's like three back-to-back clips and it was a little bit stuttery.
Yeah.
It was a little bit jarring to watch. Um, but it's like I think that you can get that point across without doing those kinds of cuts and making it jarring like that. Again, I don't know that it makes the biggest difference in the world.
Yeah. I kind of kept him in to test it because I didn't do that in the other one.
Yeah, so
You know.
but
Yeah.
I dig it. You obviously made your point. I knew where you were going with it. Just kind of knowing what you're doing here made sense.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just find one, try to figure out how to quantify, and then just like go out create a bunch of variations of it. And what
Yeah.
might be cool is like let's just say there's specific businesses and niches that you want to go into. Well, then now like maybe find the dead versions of those businesses. So I don't know. Let's just say for example, like let's just say you wanted to work with theme parks and stuff. Then you have a video in front of Chuck E. Cheese and you say, hey, this Chuck E. Cheese place is dead. Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's a good idea.
that's about it, man. Yeah. Other questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, man?
No, just thank you. This is very helpful.
Have your numbers next week or I will murder you.
I'm trying, man. I'm on it. I need to brief Vaughn on it and get him on board with it too.
Okay. Okay, guys. Stuart, anything else before I let you guys go? Anything you thought of, Stuart?
No, nothing. Nothing. I think I'm good.
Okay, cool. All right, you hooligans. I'll see you guys next week.
See ya.